Welcome to Guru Trader video for Friday, May the 7th, 2010. Here's the 6 market movers that we're following today. 1 new symbol, 5 follow-ups. On the NASDAQ, following up on AEZS, AEterna, Zentaris Inc., 161 up 7. On the TSX, following up on TXG, formerly symbol GRL, Torex Gold Resources Inc., 131 up 6. On the TSX Venture, following up on CNE Canacol Energy Limited, 77 up 3. Also following up on SSS, Stem Cell Therapeutics Corp, 41.5 up 1. And also following up on OPW Opawica Explorations Inc., 20 cents down 3. And lastly, new symbol on the TSX Venture, FOM, Foran Mining Corp, 5 cents up 2.5. Let's take a closer look at these stocks. Alright, should mention I haven't put out a video since Monday, mainly because we're watching what's going on in the markets. It's sell-off. I mean, it's been overdue for a while, and we are going into May. It's that time of year anyway when a lot of stocks get soft, especially the small caps in the resource sector, although gold is getting ready to approach new highs. But it's the 4Gs that are moving the markets right now. You've got Greece, you've got gold, you've got Goldman, and you've got the Gulf of Mexico. And that big G for Greece could turn into a P for Portugal, Spain, Italy, Ireland. So I mean, that's what's worrying the markets right now, obviously, but you already know that. So anyway, it's just hard to get a technical read on the markets when basically your market movers, volume actives, the whole page is red. But anyway, there have been some stocks that have stuck their head through all that and put out news, and the stock managed to rally. So we haven't done videos since Monday, but we did do tweets, and this is the first one that we mentioned this one yesterday at $1.42. It's $1.61 today. AEterna, Zentaris, AEZS on the NASDAQ, also trades on the TSX under the symbol AES, I believe. Mentioning it mainly today because the volume's continuing, 13 million shares traded. Yesterday it was doing 22 million shares at around this time. $120 million company. The 52-week high was 325, which did June the 1st of last year. The low was 75 cents December 21st, and kind of went sideways up and down around this $1 level. So it's perked here, so we wanted to look into it. The trade as high as 171 today, I should mention. Yesterday they put out news. Receives orphan drug designation from the FDA in ovarian cancer for this drug they're working on. So that's what's moving the stock. I'd keep an eye on it, and we'll keep it on our radar. Moving on the TSX TXG, Torex Gold Resources. Now, mentioning this one because we've mentioned GRL before, and you'll see on May the 3rd, Glycan announces name change to Torex Gold and appoints non-executive chairman. So we're just mentioning that GRL is now TXG, and GRL we first mentioned on April 26th at $1.21. Now, shows that the stock opened at $1.26 and traded as high as $1.98, which would be at least a 52-week high, if not an all-time high for the stock, but quickly gave that up and slid back and is now at around $1.31. So we mentioned Glycan back on April 26th because they've started drilling at their Glycan's Morelos gold project. That's in Mexico. And I like this line here. The company intends to ramp up its program through the addition of 1 rig every 2 months to reach a total of up to 4 drill rigs actively working on the property this year. So to me that indicates there's a lot of news flow to be expected out of this company, so we'll continue to keep an eye on it. $442 million company too, so there's some it's substantial in that regard. Moving on the venture exchange, CNE Canacol Energy Limited, 77 up 3. 6.5 million shares traded, $257 million company right now. The 52-week high was 84 cents, which it did on April the 12th right here. The low was 13 cents, which it did May the 11th of last year. Has a nice looking, gradually sloping, almost like a stair step here, and continues on that trend, so we'll keep an eye on it. And I'll mention in a minute the next stock that I'm going to mention. Both of these stocks are on our top 30 stocks, so I'll show you those in a minute. But Canacol on May the 5th announced the closing of a 50 million bought deal, and those are for 66 million shares at around 75 cents. So they've got some money in the kitty, and most of the properties, I'd read this, they've got heavy oil blocks in Colombia, second onshore Guyana exploration well on the corporation's Takutu block. So operations in Colombia, Brazil, and Guyana. So I keep an eye on that one. it pops up every once in a while. Now, it hasn't been a rip-roaring success for us to follow, but we did mention CNE on October 19th at 42 cents, December 29th at 63 cents, and March 25th at 72 cents. So here it is today at 77 cents. So we'll continue to keep an eye on it. And this one here, SSS, Stem Cell Therapeutics Corp. 41.5 up a penny, 500,000 shares. So why are we mentioning it? Didn't even make a 52-week high today. Well, mentioning it because we tweeted it yesterday, and it was yesterday. It had 3 million was the volume, made a 52-week high, and traded at, we mentioned it at 39 cents. Now, the first time we tweeted them was on January the 18th at 31.5 cents. And interesting little company. Again, it's one of our top 30 small caps, which I'll get to. But Stem Cell, on April 28th, announced the publication of a Dundee Capital Markets report, near-term high risk-reward data. And on April 26th, they announced completion of the 90-day endpoint period for the last patient enrolled in the modified Regenesis Phase 2b stroke trial. Don't know the particulars of that, but that's kind of what they're, that's the area that they're in. And on the 16th, they announced an extension of their outstanding warrant. So I'd look into that. There's some financing stuff going on. So anyway, Stem Cell and Canacol, which I just mentioned. Canacol we added at on June the 12th of last year at 18 cents. So it's now around 78, up 333%. And Stem Cell we added on March the 30th at 7 cents. So it's now 42 cents, up 500%. So just following up on those. You can find our top 30 small caps by going here and then under here. And moving on, OPW Opawica Explorations, 20 cents down 3, 1.5 million shares traded, $12 million company. Moved along here at around a nickel, dime, and then as they started their exploration, it spiked here. Mentioning it because made a 52-week high today, was 24 cents, which did May the 3rd. The low on this one was 4 cents, September 16th of last year. So traded as high as 25 today, but then sold off. Anyway, they announced, we wanted to mention them because they announced assay results from their 100% owned Antigua Lake gold and copper property located near Kenora, Ontario. So I'll let that speak for itself. So I'd find out, what do they have. They mentioned that there's more results coming, I believe, but I don't know if they're still exploring and what kind of program they have going on this year. So we'll just continue to keep an eye on that one. We first mentioned OPW. This is our fourth post, and our first one was at 15 cents on April 26th. So that 20-cent level seems to keep coming back to that. So it needs to break out and move up from there. So we'll keep an eye on it. And lastly, FOM, Foran Mining Corp, 5 cents of 2.5, 100% moves, showed up on the percentage movers. But more importantly, here's the volume, 61 million shares traded, most active stock on the TSX Venture, 121 million shares outstanding, but at only a $6 million market cap. So just a shell at this point. 52-week high it also broke. That was 6 cents, which it did on June 17th of last year. The low was 2 cents, kind of has gone nowhere between this 2 and 6 cent range for the last year. So it broke that and traded as high as 7 today. So for all those reasons, that's why we're mentioning them. As far as news flow, I'm not showing anything after September the 9th of 2008. So no point even commenting on these old news releases. I just call the company and find out, what are they working on. Anyway, I also want to see if this is more than a one-day blip. Was that a block trade or is that normal trading? Just this is a new company for us. We're just going to keep an eye on it. We're just throwing it out there for now. That's about it for today. Do your homework, trade safely. We'll talk with you on Monday. Guru Trader videos and tweets are daily snapshots of 5 to 7 very active small and microcap stocks from all North American stock exchanges. We simply track stocks that are trading up significantly on news or making new highs on very high volume without any further consideration of company fundamentals. The point is to save time by focusing on only those stocks that are moving right now. Guru Trader symbols come from filtering market movers and from subjective observations. Our software cross-references today's volume actives, percent gainers, and dollar gainers, which are filtered down to just lower price stocks. We then look at each stock's charts for apparent uptrends and news headlines for obvious one-day only events to exclude, like a buyout, or for longer-term growth-related news like financials, drill results, patent approvals, etc. to include. This is similar to how many traders look for new stocks as a starting point for further research with their financial and investment advisors. This is not an advisory service, and conflicts may exist as we sometimes take positions, or featured stocks may have bought online advertising or IR support services. Any content published by Investors Guru Small Cap Stock Observer is subject to the terms of our privacy policy and disclaimer at investorsguru.com. For our other small cap stock channels, follow Twitter's Guru Trader Tweet in real time on your PC or mobile device at twitter.com/investorsguru. Subscribe to watch YouTube's Investors Guru video channel at youtube.com/investorsguru. Search Investors Guru at facebook.com and add us as a friend to see our videos, tweets, etc. that are all synced to post on our wall. It's free to sign up at investorsguru.com stock community for comprehensive quotes, newsletters, profiles, forums, etc., or to update your portfolio, watch list, alerts, and news by email preferences. Thanks for watching.